Okay. Are we streaming now? Do we got it now? Okay. I think we are back up and running. Whew. Okay, so if you're just now joining us, sorry about that. If you got a few notifications that I was going live back to back, struggling with the streaming software today, but that's why we tested all this, to make sure we wouldn't have any problems. Yet we have problems, but that's okay. We will get through it. Maybe. Thank you all for joining as you start to trickle in. All right, everything's looking better now. Everything is looking better now. So we are into our first... No, not our first. This is our second stream. This is our first character doing a Let's Play, and we are in our second stream. Took a little break over the weekend, as most people were enjoying just playing the game. Going to have some more content coming out over this week. Got a video out today about how to smuggle Aurora out of Neon and into the vast world of Starfield. So if you're looking at becoming a smuggler, you should check that out. If we're just meeting for the first time, my name is Luke with Starfield Signal, and I make Starfield content. Who would have thought, huh? And welcome to the channel if you're new here. If you are back and you have participated in our videos and streams often, welcome back, my friend. So good to see you here. Sound off in the chat. Let me know that you're here. I'd love to say hi to you. And we're back. Hey, John. Hello, Lord Draken. Hello, hello. Real quick, I'm going to shoot this out to our Discord. Let everybody know we are live finally. Alrighty. Got it. Welcome, welcome everybody. Just popping in. Sharing this out to our Discord. Making sure everybody knows we are here. Alright, seeing some people come through in the chat now. That is awesome. Hello, hello. Yes, this will be spoiler free. Spoiler free. We are in this Let's Play. We are taking our character Nora Ripley, who I believe we said was a bounty hunter. She just got off from the mission of Crete and just arrived to the city of New Atlantis. So that is where we are in the play. So it will be spoiler free for a while now, probably for several Let's Plays. All right. Got all that. So now we are in the city of New Atlantis. As I loaded this up, we did have like a little glitch. See this thing in the background here, kind of wiggling. I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but it was some sort of bug or some sort of glitch, and it started freaking out and throwing some things around. So there might be some shrapnel for us to navigate while we're hanging out here. So let's go ahead and get off the ship, and we'll step into New Atlantis for the first time.
Let me guess. Protocol Indigo again?
Your memory is uncanny.
I still haven't found... I don't know what that is. I still haven't found out what the first Protocol Indigo was. Let's go ahead and talk to this fella.
And he's our new captain. My crew can take a look at your ship, and you can stop by the Trade Authority kiosk if you need to offload some cargo.
I don't think I have 1,000 credits, so we'll do that. For those of you who are kind of just now getting into this game, if you come into the ship builder here from your starport, from your ship technician or your port technician, I forget exactly what they're called. I'm going to go ahead and boost the game audio up a little bit as well. I'll keep an eye on the chat. You guys let me know if anything's overpowering one or the other. Hey, we're back. So how do you walk around inside your ship? Once you are either in orbit or you are, we can do it here in just a moment. If you're in orbit, you can just hit the button or the key for get up, and then you can walk around in your ship. Easy as that. And here at the end, or I guess kind of in the middle, yeah, it's right at the end of the first Let's Play, actually before the Crete mission, but I went ahead and stole my first ship. You can steal your first ship really, really quickly in this game if you start off with the target control system. And so we stole this pirate ship who was attacking us. We disabled its engines and boarded it and destroyed the people in there, and then we just took it for ourselves. Of course, we have our frontier here, and we're not going to make, I only have 2,600 credits, so we're not going to make any adjustments just yet. Joey said the UC Vanguard questline was really good, and yeah, just a quick note to all the reasonable and kind people on the stream, be sensitive to spoilers for those of us who have not gotten very far. I have not completed the main quest yet. I've not completed the Vanguard quest. I've completed the Crimson Fleet quest. I've kind of spread myself thin a little bit, but I want to, probably in this playthrough, I'm going to kind of beeline it through the main quest as much as I can. Hopefully I won't get to the point where like I'm not leveled high enough, but we'll see. Okay.
Everything looks good here. I'll be at my booth if you need me.
And so if you want to walk around in your ship from a city, just go and hit board, and you can walk around it that way. If you're in orbit, just hit get up, and you can walk around in your ship that way. Quick and easy way to sell things and offload mass. Just come right here to the Trade Authority kiosk. For those kiosks, you cannot trade contraband or stolen items, but everything else you can do.
I can assure you this unprovoked attack on a United Colonies research facility will not go unanswered. We'll get you settled into your new assignments as soon as possible. For you, Bobby,
So
that
there are
includes
lots of really interesting stories that happen in New Atlantis. If you are playing and role-playing, I highly encourage you to take your time through this game. If you come at this game with just like, okay, I need to go here. Okay, now I need to go here. Then I need to complete this quest. Then I need to go over here, kill this guy. You can still have fun with it, absolutely, but you're going to miss a lot. And I feel like there's just, the best part of this game is the world building.
This is New Atlantis Transit, or the NAT.
And so if you intentionally skip that, you're intentionally skipping one of the best parts of this game, but two, also just kind of the connecting tissue of everything. The immersion is kind of what makes all the missions feel great, and all the characters feel great, and all the writing, and all the weapons and combat. All that, I think, kind of goes back to just the world that they've created. So I definitely encourage you to take your time through the game. Don't feel like you got to rush through it for any reason. I lament the fact that I have to make content out of this stuff a little bit just because I don't want to have to rush through it. And so I did enjoy my early access for review, and now I feel like I need to at least get through the main quest line, one for my benefit, so that I don't get it spoiled for me, because I feel like that all the spoiler casts are coming. Zeke, good to see you. Good afternoon. I'm just going to go ahead and make my way over to the lodge, which is Constellation's headquarters. And as I'm walking, let me walk around in third person a little bit. So this is the Mast District. See kind of like government buildings around here. Got the commercial district over there. You see Mast, that it stands for military and administrative and science triumvirate. When's the last time you visited your local triumvirate? I don't know, maybe that's a thing in other countries. I had to look up that word. That is not a common word in America. Also, I'm not known for my vocabulary, so it may just be me. You can use the booster pack to climb on the
Here we are,
trees.
the lodge. The front
These
door
trees,
should
honestly, they
unlock
don't look
if you hold
great.
up the
It's one of the
watch
things that
Barrett
I
gave
thought
you.
looked
I
pretty
have
rough in the very
messaged
first.
the other members of Constellation. They will be waiting
But you
for us
can kind of pull
inside.
yourself up and boost on those things. So have a blast. We are going to come over here to the lodge. And of course, this is like what from back here. This is one of the shots from the direct or from the first showcase. Walking up to the lodge, so you can kind of recreate that, which is pretty cool. Get your Constellation watch. Parenthetically, my Constellation edition of Starfield finally came on Friday, I believe. I have not opened it yet. I don't know if I'm going to do some sort of
Captain Ripley,
unboxing
everyone will
for
be in
members or
the
patrons,
library, just inside.
maybe for Discord.
If
But
Barrett were
I feel like
here,
it's probably a
he'd
little out of
probably
date
tell
now
you that you're
for
part of something bigger now,
YouTube, but we'll
and he
see.
hopes
I don't
you'll
know. Let me
make
know
this
in the
place
comments. Do
your
you want to
home.
see? All right,
No,
Vasco,
please.
shut up. Sometimes Vasco will not
Easiest
stop
bet I'll
talking.
ever win. We
I
appear
really
to have a
enjoy
visitor.
all of the other followers, though.
Welcome to Constellation. We have a lot
Companions.
to talk about. Would you care to tell us what happened to our friend? Why you're here and he isn't?
Is the volume level okay on the game, guys? Do I need to turn anything up? Let me know.
I see. Vasco, verify.
All statements made have been factual.
Ugh, this is just typical. Barrett hands over our ship and our robot to some random employee of that discount mining outfit he uses.
Walter,
And if we hadn't insisted on installing those emergency protocols, I guarantee you this rock breaker here would be halfway to Neon.
But that didn't happen. She's here, with the artifact.
thank you, Matteo. Now, let's focus on what's in front of us, shall we? What happened when it was extracted? Did anyone see anything? Hear anything?
Joey, my favorite Bethesda Game Studios game is probably Skyrim as of right now. I am known for not being a big Fallout fan. That's not to say that they're bad games or anything, just the post-apocalyptic thing does not jive with me. Jive? When's the last time you heard that word used? Starfield, I'm really, really digging Starfield. And so it could be, it takes time. It takes time to spend with the game to know how to answer that. But as of right now, Skyrim, Oblivion's great, of course, and Starfield has all the potential to become my favorite, I believe.
Interesting. Similar to Barrett's description of the experience, with less embellishment.
There. Are you hearing this? Do you all believe me now?
Whether it happened or not wasn't in doubt. But honestly, Country, if you expect us to believe in fairy tales...
If this is the greatest mystery in the universe, why couldn't it be part of the ultimate mystery?
But, gentlemen, can we please focus? Noel, I think it's time we tested your theory.
Right. Let's see. We know the artifacts react to each other. The pieces we already have move when they're in close contact. Now, if we add this new one to the two we already have...
The artifact. If you could place it on the table here.
All right, let's place this guy on the table.
That's
Stepped away to get me some iced
just
coffee.
like the others.
And to imagine, we thought there were only 2 of them at first.
Oh my god, that's it. They're reacting. Look at how it's coming together. That energy that's arcing between
If
them,
we
no
happen to get
manufactured
anything
material in the settled
into
systems
anything
can do
spoilery
that.
today,
None of them.
I will
This proves
give like a little
Easy,
warning.
girl. Breathe. You'll have a heart attack.
She's not the only one. If they're coming together, that means there's a set.
Built by an intelligence outside the settled systems.
Still 2,000 credits for our little wager, Country?
You're on, Walter.
Well, if we had all the answers, it wouldn't be exciting. Now, would it?
Not to take away from the moment, but what are we going to do about our new friend here?
So, are you ready to get to work? See if exploration is the life you want to lead in this little universe of ours?
I think so. I'm all in. Let's
You
do
should
it.
take some time to get settled in. Introduce yourself to everyone. Some of our members aren't here, but you'll meet them soon. Come find me when you're ready. You and I are going to be doing some traveling together. Get your feet wet. And here, I think you've earned something for bringing the artifact to us. In addition to credits, why don't we set you up with a backpack with some boost capability? You'll need it out in the field anyway. Just mind your head.
Nice. Got a Constellation boost pack, and leveled up again. I already have a boost pack. Let's go in real quick and see if this. I think the Constellation one is a balanced boost pack. That's a basic boost pack. A balanced is better than a basic, as far as the operation of it. And I like the look of that better, so we'll just go ahead and switch. %, incoming melee damage. We'll do that. Awesome. And I don't think we have too many. All right, somebody had asked if I'd given a score. Let's see. If you mentioned your rating of the game, like an 8 out of 10, was it better or worse than you hoped for? I haven't yet, Apache, but excuse me. I think I do have the premium skins. I have not even looked at where I even get those or activate those. Sorry, distracted. As far as like a score or anything for the game, I'm definitely going to wait until I've played through at least 200 hours of it, just to like be ready, you know,
As
or
much
be
as I love
pretty confident in that.
questions, I wouldn't mind if you answered them like that. That was intense, wasn't it? The artifacts, I mean. Sorry, this must all be a little overwhelming for you right now.
I'm going to let her talk and then I'll
I
answer
guess
your question.
a lot overwhelming, now that I think about it. I'm Noelle. It's really nice to meet you. And thank you for bringing the artifact to us. Planning on sticking around then? Good. I think we can find a spot for you. And along the way, I can give you the very abbreviated tour.
Follow Noel. So I'm going to wait until I get about 200 hours to give it a score. She's not going anywhere.
Hey, have you been up to the Eye recently?
I haven't needed to go up there in a bit. Why?
Oh, I just don't know how he does it. Up there all alone for so long.
Some people love that kind of space. Pun intended.
So I will say, after I've watched several
Curious
of the other
feeling,
reviews,
knowing that you've seen something that no one else has. That you...
Let me pause this real quick so I can talk to you. So since I've seen the other reviews, I'll switch back to this real quick. Since I've seen some of the other reviews, namely IGN's, Kind of Funnies, I haven't watched GameStop's yet. I watched one more. I can't remember which one it was, though. I definitely get, I think a lot of the critique and a lot of the negative things people are drawing out are very warranted. I think that they're just coming at this game from a very different perspective than I am. Admittedly, I am not a professional game critic. I'm not a professional reviewer, and so I kind of wear that on my sleeve. Obviously, I'm biased, you know, for the channel and everything. But again, like I feel like I'd try to be a very reasonable person, and I wouldn't tell somebody, "Oh, you definitely need to get this game," just so they watch my channel. Like that's 60, 70, maybe $90. You know, I would feel very horrible about myself if somebody bought the game from my advisement and they wasted it and it wasn't for them. And so I take that pretty seriously. That said, I feel like if you're coming to this game, like if you're already a Bethesda fan, you've played Elder Scrolls, you've played Fallout, you like sci-fi, you love to get lost in these worlds, like it's on par for Bethesda. Everything about it feels like a Bethesda game. Spend a little bit too much time in your inventory than you probably want, managing your mass and your weight. There's probably some jank and some quality of life things that maybe are a little bit behind industry standards or how the industry has evolved over the last few years. But then again, like, nobody makes games like Bethesda. I think I said this on the last Let's Play. Nobody makes games like Bethesda. And so think about Dark Souls, right? Like, that game got horrible reviews when it first came out, but there was something about it that kept drawing people in. And even though it didn't have a lot of quality of life things, even though it did seem really janky and the graphics were horrible and yada yada yada, all these bad things, people had fun playing it. And does it require a certain kind of player to approach it in a certain kind of way? Absolutely. But I think the same could be said for Starfield, that if you go into it and you want to have fun and you kind of know what you're getting into, absolutely you're going to love it. And if you haven't played a Bethesda game before, it would, it's on Game Pass. So like, if you have Game Pass, it's absolutely worth a try. If you don't have Game Pass and you can find Skyrim or Fallout 3 or something for really cheap in the bargain bin, you get that, try it out, and then see if you want to spend $70 on this game or $10 a month to try it on Game Pass. So it's hard to pass up. I feel like it's a real hard game to pass up for how much good it brings to the table. Hope that makes sense. Good question. Thank you. All right, switch back here. Back to
Know something no one else does?
Okay. I feel like he stopped that halfway through the sentence.
I hope
All
you
right.
are satisfied with the quarters available to you.
Just go and give you a little tour of Constellation. We'll start upstairs first. But this is kind of the main area. A little desk over here, a little fireplace over there. The fireplace
Hope
looks
you've got
great.
your pen at the ready, Walter.
I think the fire
Bills to sign
looks
and
good.
all.
The glow off the table.
Never ends, does it?
Let's come over here. Let's go upstairs.
Vladimir went to live on the Eiffel.
I spent probably 20 or 30 minutes exploring upstairs here. The first time through. Lots of bedrooms and living quarters up here. We'll go through over there in a second. Another room over here. Here is the kitchen. One of my favorite moments. This is maybe like a B tier moment for me, but I came around this corner, and I don't think I was recording at the time, but I was really mad at myself. But all of my companions were just like right here in this kitchen, this kind of dining quarters, and they were just hanging out, telling stories, and it didn't matter if I was here or not. Like, they were doing that, and I was like, oh, that's so cool. Like, they really feel like they're friends and they're in this together and they share a bond. It was just really cool to kind of walk in on that. Closet. I don't think there's any little Easter eggs or hints in here. Another bedroom over here, I believe. Oh, yeah, it's like a little boardroom. And living quarters over here. There are some caches in here. I cannot access them yet. And then just more living quarters. I think this is our room because when you go to the bed, it doesn't say owned, and you can sleep in here. Chronomark watch case. Nice little nod there to the Constellation edition. And then there's some other storage rooms and stuff like that. If you want to work out, here is. I don't think you can work out in the game. This is Vlad's room. If you want to do a little research, come over here to Noelle's room. She has a pharmaceutical lab. Oh, and I can't take that. I was like, ooh, a med pack. Let's see if I can take this one. Oh, I'm over encumbered again. Dang it, I shouldn't have done that. One thing I do like about this game is that whenever you're over encumbered, it doesn't make you do like the slow walk of shame, but it just makes it to where, like, if you travel at normal 100% speed, you lose more oxygen. Or you lose oxygen when you wouldn't otherwise. You would only lose it when sprinting. So let's see. Pro tip, in your inventory screen on Xbox, you can just click in the left thumbstick and you can sort by value and mass. And so if you want to get rid of some stuff that you're not using, this may be a good way to do that. Eventually, I'll want to sell these things. So I'm going to hold on to them for now and just kind of eat. So notice, like, as I'm walking, I'm not sprinting. I'm losing oxygen. And normally it wouldn't do that unless I ran. You cannot fast travel when you're doing that. So that's another thing.
Something
Oh, wait.
you need?
I want to show you the basement as well.
I am at your
You're just now
service,
tuning
Captain.
in. The basement is kind of like a lab. So you come down here, and there's a bunch of workbenches where you can do your crafting, research, another pharmaceutical lab down here, cooking, upgrading your weapons, upgrading your suits, making parts for different things that you need. There's a lot of cool stuff over here as well. And I won't spoil anything, but there's a back exit here that you will definitely need to use eventually. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pick up. I love it that ammo does not have any mass to it. That helps a lot. But at the same time, get a shotgun here. That will definitely help. Pistol. I'll go ahead and just get everything reloaded. Whew, I have very little ammo.
So, are you ready to get...
I'm ready to get to work, Sarah.
We're going to be doing some old-fashioned detective work. The artifacts are relatively inert once they're out of bedrock. That means people can pass them around, not even knowing what they are. I've been letting my contacts know to be on the lookout for strange metal objects. Get back a lot of noise, usually.
Suboptimal said...
But a tip from the UC Vanguard sounds promising.
This was your first Bethesda game, and I've not been disappointed. I'm a huge sci-fi nerd, and this has been great. Yeah, absolutely. It's it can be a frustrating first gaming experience to come in here with just some of the different mechanics, but I'm glad you're having a great time. I'm glad that you're enjoying it for what it is. Benjamin Thurston, strict yes or no question. Have you figured out the space magic? Yes. Yes.
Felt the same way when I started too. There's an electricity in the air when you know you're about to uncover something. But it's not just that. I want to take this opportunity to see how you handle yourself, and for you to learn more about us.
Okay.
I'm going to be sticking with you for this. We'll be traveling together until we either find an artifact or this lead runs dry.
Sounds good.
We'll need to head to Mast. Check in with the Vanguard recruiting office where my contact works. And listen, whatever you were before or whatever you do once you're out there, I don't care. So long as you don't bring UC security to our doorstep. Every member of Constellation is their own conscience. Understood? Good.
Understood.
Let's take a little stroll through New Atlantis, shall we?
All right, let's go.
I hope you are satisfied with the quarters available to you.
All right. I do know for, oh yeah, I am playing on Xbox Series X for anyone who that is important for. Let's see. I want to go get some ammo. I don't have a ton of cash, so I got 10,000 credits. Let's go over here. Whew. Yeah, this basic boost pack is driving me crazy. So there's CJ's, and I think there's another Arsenal store over here. Let's see what I can sell at CJ's. Did I grab the book off the railing? No, I did not. At the lodge, the Constellation Lodge.
Life in New Atlantis needs something but don't have a lot of time? Yeah, sure thing. Take a look.
All right, go sell my inventory. Okay, yeah, I can't sell him the stuff that I want to sell him. So we will keep it moving.
Thanks for stopping in. I can always use the business.
I think over here. Yeah. The Centurion Arsenal. Should be able to sell our boost pack in here. The one we don't need.
You're here because you need something you can connect with. Something you could count on. Am I right? Welcome to Centurion Arts. All sales are final, but I'm sure we can find something that suits you.
Am I right? All right. Go sell, and it's just giving us just giving us weapons to sell. Okay. Let's see. So I think I will sell these guys. I'll come back. I'll keep that one. I'll favorite that one. Ooh, we have 6 regular maelstroms. We can sell all of those. We've got an extra cutter. We can sell that guy. 2 rescue axe. We can sell one of those. 2 eons. We can sell one of those. All right. Let's go
There's
back
something
in
to be said for brand
and
loyalty. Only the
buy
finest
some
collection
ammo.
of armor.
One of the frustrating things is, like, it's hard to keep track of, like, which ammo types you need. There are a lot in here. Like, look, all of these are different weapon types for different guns, and they don't say, like, which guns are for. Like, hey, this is for a Grendel, or this is for a pistol, or this is for a machine gun, or this is for a whatever. And so, like, now I'm gonna go over to sell and see. Okay, Coachman, I need caseless shells for that, but it doesn't. In pistol, I need 7.77 millimeters. Grendel takes 7.77, and the Maelstrom takes 6.5. All right, so let's go back here. Ammo, and let's look for. It's 11 millimeter caseless. I don't think that's shotgun shells though. So these are for an array gun. .77 caseless. So I want to see how much. Okay, this cost me a lot to get all of those. Let's take it back a little bit. Let's get about 500. Let's see how far that gets us. Caseless shotgun shells. There we go. Let's bring these back too. Let's get about 100 of those. And Let's see. Do we have any 6.5? There we go. We'll get about 100 here. That should, because you pick up a lot of ammo as you go, for sure. But man, you don't want to be caught in the middle of a mission, in the middle of a firefight with no ammo. You always have your laser cutter as a backup, but it just doesn't do the kind of damage you need it to do to depend on that. Okay, awesome. And I'm no longer over encumbered because I got rid of a lot of that stuff. And a lot of times, like when you go into shops like that, I find that the shops kind of level up their gear with you. And so if if you're level 3 like I am, like, they kind of got pretty basic stuff in there. If you are level 10, they're going to have some better stuff. If you're level 20, they're going to have some better stuff, some more like epic. I don't know if they have like epics or legendaries or anything like that, but they'll definitely have some rare weapons with some mods already put on them. Okay. So we're in the residential district here. But as you can see, we walked here, right? We didn't take the train. And so let's go ahead and walk back over to the mass district. I'm going to sprint over here. The Equinox is the Institute's laser rifle with the skin. Yeah, maybe so. All right. Let's come back over here to the mass district. As far as boost packs go, I find that I really enjoy the balanced boost pack. There's a skip boost pack. I think that one is supposed to be like, it's more designed, let me know if I'm wrong, it's more designed to kind of help you propel you farther, as opposed to like propelling you up. It's supposed to like propel you forward more, as in a skip. But I find that practically it doesn't work that great, because usually you need a little bit more elevation
good to see you.
Than you
Who's
get
your
with the
friend?
skip.
Another
Woody
space
Eagle,
explorer.
good to see you on here, buddy.
Hey, you ever think of joining up with the Vanguard? Help the United Colonies, earn some credits, even get your UC citizenship?
I would love to join the Vanguard. Sign me up.
Excellent. Just need to do a little paperwork. An orientation on the UC, and knock out an exam, and a probationary mission. We need to know you'll be able to hack it out there after all. Do well. You'll be out there keeping the peace in no time.
Don't forget, John. I need her back after you wrap her in that fancy get-up of yours.
No worries, Sarah. I'm not forgetting about you or our little business afterwards. Promise. First things first, head down to the orientation hall and get signed up at the registration terminal. System will walk you through the rest. Oh, and if you got a bounty, well, you're gonna have to make things right with the UC before we'll let you join. But if you've got any questions, I can get you sorted.
All right, I
The
think we're
process
good.
starts with registration. Right. Got so wound up bringing you on board, I almost forgot.
Oh, I haven't. Come on, John. Let's hear it before you try to convince her to join the Marines.
All right. Here's what I've got. Vanguard volunteer by the name of Moera. Helps patrol the old neighborhood. Sol, Mars, Neptune, you know.
The Sol system. Which admiral did he upset to get that posting?
He's
Corey
Martian.
A, yeah, you'll
born and
definitely
raised.
need a laser
Not like
cutter.
I can get anyone else to care.
You'll definitely
Word
need
is
a
he's
laser
got some
cutter.
fancy
So
metal
either
ornament he's
buy
been
one
showing
or
off to the old
get one back.
grounders. Matches that description Sarah gave me.
Even if you're not doing resource gathering, you will need those most of the time whenever you find an artifact, because you'll have to laser those out of where they're kind of where you find them. That's all I'll say.
Sol system is a lot of planets, but a vet like Moera will be checking in at Sidonia on the regular.
You mean hitting the bars, don't you, John?
Hey, Nothing wrong with a little refresh between patrols.
Let's see. Let's... I want to go ahead and register for the Vanguard and do this first, because that's fun.
The well's been having brownouts all the time. Mast finally sent someone down there, but nothing's changed.
Yeah, Woody Eagle, I agree. The writing is one of my favorite things in this game. It really feels like, you know, like the banter there. Sarah and John seem like they've had several conversations and they know each other on a personal level, and just kind of makes you feel like, oh, okay. It makes them a little bit more believable whenever they seem to, you know each other. I, Nora Ripley, agree. Absolutely. Whatever it takes. Like I'll leap over people's head. It'd be a good... I'm sure there's going to be all kinds of live action, you know, YouTube little short films made from Starfield. I want to make one myself. When that time comes, that may be a thing. Just boosting over somebody's head. So I'll say for everyone, I'm going to go through this pretty quick because this can be pretty lengthy. But whenever, if ever you get the game, I may even like upload just this part of. This is really cool. This is really cool. It's a story of kind of Earth's history and how they got here.
Humanity learned the Earth's magnetosphere
But
would collapse
I want to keep this moving.
sometime in the next half-century, eliminating all life. From their foundation, the United Colonies strove to provide all their citizens with... It was only in 2230 that the faction...
It was here when I realized that House Varun was much more of kind of a player in the galaxy than I had originally thought. And it's not the Zealots of House Varun, but just House Varun.
Of the many conflicts between the galaxy's factions, none was more... Few settled worlds were left untouched by the colony war.
Big mech. We saw one of those in the
Things like an artist's rendition
animation. These guys. Oh, you'll get to know these guys. Ugh.
A newly constructed but critical supply center for the United Colonies war effort, Londinian found itself overrun by one of the... After the devastation wrought by the colony war, the UC and the Freestone Collective came together to ratify... It was into this new world that the Vanguard was born. An official... No one is born a United Colony citizen.
All right, I think I got them all.
Service to the UC can one hope to...
Go to the piloting simulator. And go here. These are some cool ships. I would love to make something like these one day. I do have a I do have a shipbuilding basics video up, and I feel like that is a really good starting point for you. The first time, let's see. Don't need to do anything with that right now. The first time you get into shipbuilding, it can be a little overwhelming and cumbersome and confusing, and so it's a good like kind of get your feet wet.
I'm Proctor Samuelson.
Just get the fundamentals out of the way.
The simulator's already been prepped. You can head in whenever you're ready. Of course, you'll be running through a high-realism combat flight simulation, engineered by members of the UC science staff, right here in MAST. Your task is to defeat at least 3 tiers of simulated opponents. Accomplish that, and you pass the exam, and can then proceed on to your probationary mission. However, if you defeat more than 3 tiers of enemies, your required enlistment time for citizenship will be reduced, and your enlistment bonus increased. But you're welcome to try as many times as you like before returning to Commander Tuala to proceed on to the next step in your application process. We'll only keep the highest score you manage to achieve in there.
Awesome. I'm
Good
trying to
hunting.
think. I know I have a couple of skills I haven't spent yet. I don't know. I got past the third trial of my first go around. The fourth one was pretty hard. I don't know if maybe putting some points into these systems would help with that. Maybe even targeting. Oh, I can't progress that. So that'll help. I'm trying to think what I want to do. I may go ahead and do this. Since we're a bounty hunter, yeah. And energy weapons. Yes, I think we're gonna do this. The shield capacity is I feel like mine always goes down quick. So okay, we're gonna do that and see if we can make this work. Hey, Peter. Let's see. Yes. Yeah. Good point, Peter. You said the weapon quick swap will. It does, yes. I was just kind of saying, like, in the, when you're buying it and when you're selling, or excuse me, when you're buying the ammo, it doesn't say, like, which weapons those are for. That would have been really nice. But good point. Absolutely. Pro tip there. And actually, while we're talking about that, I do need to, switch that Maelstrom back to... There we go. Then we have Maelstrom, Grendel, the Eon, Kraken. Got a couple guys down there. And I think we'll go and put an Equinox up here as well, in case we find ourselves needing a laser. And you don't need to, unless you're going to use it for combat, which I wouldn't suggest, unless you don't need to do a quick slot for your laser cutter, because if you have your scanner open, it automatically equips your laser cutter. So easy peasy there. All right, I'm just gonna do a little quick save here and just see what happens. I guess I need to commit to it. I'm streaming. I need to commit to it. Okay.
This is the Mark 18 flight simulation chamber applicant. Currently in orbit around a high-detail recreation of a remote
The ship
world.
combat, the
When you're ready
spaceship
to begin,
combat
please
is
take a seat
one of
in
my
the
favorite
pilot's
things
chair.
in this game. I feel like I've said that 3 or 4 different times already in this stream. This is one of my favorite things in this game, but I really do feel like that. There's a lot of favorite things.
3 tiers of opponents to pass the exam. Good hunting, applicant.
I'm going to take my engines down a little bit, boost my shields. It's a 32 level. Why is it level 32? Oh my gosh. And I'm going to lock on because I get a boost whenever I lock on. Because I just did my piloting. Because I just put that skill point in.
Initiating tier 2.
Awesome. And go boost my lasers up as well.
New targets active.
And go ahead and find them. Wait. The reason I stopped is I want to wait until I'm locked on there, because that helps me rank up my targeting control system. Okay. And you don't have to wait until you're locked on to start firing your lasers or your ballistics. But you do have to wait until you're locked on to fire missiles or to engage your target control system. Okay, shield.
Eliminated. Progress recorded. Tier 2 reached. Initiating Tier 3.
Okay. We can do this, guys. We can do this.
New targets active.
Is this the closest one? Work of this guy, hopefully. His shields are a bit heftier. And yeah, I feel like that ballistic skill targeting. All right, we leveled up. Sweet.
All targets eliminated. Progress recorded.
Did it, guys?
Tier 3
Nice.
reached.
Congratulations, applicant. You've defeated sufficient opponents to pass the exam. You may now exit the simulator through the hatch to record your current score. Stay and try your hand at the remaining
Should we stay? Should we stay? I think we can do one more level. Let's do it. We're gonna stay. Hey, 1D.
Resuming the examination.
New targets active.
Thought it was behind the rock. Ooh, they got some hefty shields. I want to go ahead and that guy. And
all targets eliminated. Progress recorded. Tier 4 reached. Initiating Tier 5.
I'm not confident in this. I feel like there's like 2 or 3 they send after me, and my shields are just not hefty enough.
New targets active.
Try to come over here, get away from those other guys. So your boost kind of helps you evade a little bit. Oh gosh, you're rocking me. All right, let's see if we can get your ship's hull integrity is low. I do have ship parts. They've destroyed all my systems. They're all down right now. I got nothing. Let's try to evade. I don't know if they'll come back on if I can get away from them. With my engines, see, like my engines are just dead.
Simulation.
Yeah.
You have passed out.
They got me.
You may proceed to the exit hatch to log your results, or restart the exam.
If you had a
from the
few
simulation's control
more
terminal.
points in. Okay, so if you had a few more points in your ship combat skills, I think you could stand a chance to do all 4. But yeah, because with those particle weapons, they just and their EM weapons, they just kill your shields and your systems so quick. Yes, current run. Oh, sorry.
Shutting down.
Steve West, hey, thanks for your streams. I'm waiting to have time off work before I play. This is really, yeah, it's going to be great, man. It's going to be great.
Congratulations, applicant. You've passed. You can head up to Commander Wall to receive your final results and your probationary assignment. Or you're welcome to take another run at the simulation if you'd like to try and earn a better score. We'll only keep your best run.
I'm okay for right now. Let's go over here. Yes, I absolutely love the ship combat. It is so fun, and you get into some pretty hairy situations. Even in some missions, I found myself like underleveled or underpowered, and thought, man, I need to put some points in here. My weapon away, not to alarm John.
Well, look who's back. Everything go all right with the exam? Did you?
Yep.
So these are your numbers that just came through then. You ready to hear how you did?
Yes.
Then let's get to them. So, looking at the data, hit every mural in the orientation hall, huh? A test of preparation and thoroughness. 2 traits the Vanguard values highly. Psychological results are all within expected levels. Navy doesn't have room for folks that'll fall apart the first time they're trying to outrun a homing missile. Now, how'd you do against your foes? Tier 4, not too shabby. The techs make us test each level of the sim too. I can tell you that waiver some real artificial bastards. Good job putting them away.
Hell of a job. I might even let you fly me around sometime.
So then, looking at your results as a whole, and presuming you're successful in completing your probationary mission, you could have your UC citizenship after only 10 years service. Pretty standard for combat assignments. But your performance in the simulator does mean I can offer a signing bonus. Help convince you to join the cause.
Nice.
10 years might seem like a long time, but it's worth the climb if you
When
wish
I
to
first
become
heard
a
that,
citizen.
So, sounds to me like we've got Vanguard material on our hands. If you're interested, we could bring you on as a provisional member today. Get you the credits you've earned, then send you out on your probationary mission. First, though, all UC service. So, you want to...
It's a big decision. John.
Officer's honors. So, you ready?
So the first time I heard that, I was like, 10 years of service to get my citizenship? Golly, this game is really taking its time. But some things happen that help you earn that a little faster. They expedite the process on your behalf.
Fantastic. Then just follow me.
I have to say, I really like the Vanguard spacesuit. It looks good. I like the design.
Wouldn't be right doing this where we couldn't see the stars. Now, raise your right hand. The motto of the Vanguard is Supra et Ultra, above and beyond. That is where we serve, beyond the furthest reaches of the United Colonies military, and with honor and duty above reproach. Do you swear to protect and defend the citizens of the United Colonies to the best of your abilities? And to uphold the values of the Vanguard, honor, loyalty, self-reliance in all your actions as a member of the United Colonies Navy? Then let me be the first to officially welcome you to the United Colonies Vanguard. Now, only thing
Hey, Jim.
left is
Good to
getting
see you on
that
the stream, man.
probationary mission. And what I've got is...
What was your
comms repair.
first faction you went through,
Group trying
Jim?
to refurb an old colony war processing plant on Tau Ceti II. Sounds like they'd barely gotten set up when their communications died. Place is as isolated as they come, So Brass wants a Vanguard to deliver the repair suite and ensure anyone present is safe and secure. So, can the people of Tau Ceti II
Hey, Taco
count on
Man.
you? That's the spirit. Head down to the spaceport and talk to Crew Chief Harath. He'll get you the repair suite plus your new recruit kit. Oh, and your advance. Give it your
Advance,
all
I
out
like
there.
the advance.
Supra et Ultra.
Been a long time since
4800,
I've been
all
to
right.
Mars. Sol system doesn't get a lot of traffic.
Let's do it. Yeah. All right. So let's go. That'll work. And this is one thing I like about this game. If you just want to do a mission, don't have to worry about getting in your spaceship and jumping somewhere. You can just go to the missions menu and hit, what does it say? Set course, and it will just let you fast travel right there.
You are entering United Colony space. Maintain course and prepare to be scanned.
Thankfully, I have no contraband
You're cleared to land.
on my ship.
Enjoy your stay at Sidonia.
Open the planet map. Do a little scanny scan. Good to go there. Yeah, Corey mentioned Earth. I highly recommend for everyone to travel to Earth at least once in this game, and just let it be kind of a slow moment for you. Just let it hit you. It was surprisingly impactful to me. It kind of caught me off guard. All right, and let's exit ship. Where's our ship technician? Oh yeah, I think he's over here. He's not on the landing pad. Ooh, look at that gravity.
Suppose that would explain the brownouts. Anything I can help you with? So, what's this going to run?
You would modify my ship. Let's see. I think I do want to. Frontier's just, we got a little bit more going on there, so I'm going to make that my home ship. And let's just see. I'm going to go into the upgrade menu, and I'm just going to see kind of what my options are as far as upgrading a few weapons. You know, honestly, let's look at shields first. Not much. Let's see. Shield max health on this one is 310. Regen 10%. 355 here. That's not enough to spend $3,700 on. Sorry. But let's see about lasers. Let's see. So right now, my laser does 18 shield damage with a fire rate of 6.65. I wish that it gave you DPS, but you have to calculate that yourself. Have more shield damage here, but a lower fire rate. It's mostly hull damage. Missiles. Nothing worth upgrading. 14.3, 3.59. Yeah, nothing worth spending the credits on just yet.
5 figures? 5? Fine.
We are playing. My character is Nora Ripley, and she is a. I think we chose bounty hunter. Yes, bounty hunter. Wherever there are wanted individuals, there are those who profit from their capture, and your quarry knows that in the vastness of space they can run, but they can't hide. And I'm also a Freestar Collective settler. I'm an extrovert. So lots of cool little things. Now let's see. I did earn another skill point. You know, one little tip I might give people is kind of get into the game, and whether you want to, you know, just kind of save all of your skill points and all your perks until you kind of figure out which way you want to go. Some people, they're going to love combat, and so come in here and put some things in combat and lasers and ballistics and all this stuff. Other people, they may want to really, you know, dig into the commerce and make a lot of money. Other people, they may want to. The persuasion system is honestly really fun. I highly recommend that, and there are several moments and opportunities to use it, so it's good. That's a good trait as well. Come back here. And physical, of course, weightlifting is great because that unlocks more capacity for you to carry, but there are a few what I would call gate skills that you won't be able to do. You won't be able to engage in certain mechanics if you don't have those. Like, even if it's to, you won't even be able to do them at like a low level. So stealth is one of those things. If I just crouch down right now and started sneaking around, everyone's going to see me, even if no one's like looking at me. So you have to have stealth to actually engage in stealth combat or sneaking. You have to have boost packs. That's another gated skill. Boost pack training, which I may do that. One of the things I definitely want to get is this skill right here, boost assault training, because as you level that up, whenever you aim down sights while boosting, it will let you hover in place, and the fuel is still expended until empty. So this is a lot of what we saw in the direct, where the guy would kind of float up into the air and just kind of stay there for a little bit while he was shooting all the enemies. It kind of holds them still too, so it makes it easier to aim. That looks like a really fun mechanic, so I think that is one of the first things I'm going to go for. And I have to spend 7 more points in tech. So let's go ahead and put one in here. I did think of a really cool mod that I may recommend to some modding friends on the channel and in the Discord. Oh yeah, it's a Titan Vault, yeah. But the mod I thought about was actually kind of like a bounty hunter, Boba Fett kind of mod, where maybe after you upgrade to a certain point as a bounty hunter, you get access to a special background skill. You could do this for any of the backgrounds, but a special background skill, and that could be like where, you know, he shoots like, it's like a little grappling gun or a little hook, and it grabs people by the leg and essentially stuns them. And so it either stuns them in place, or you could even make it like bring that NPC towards you, bring that enemy or that creature towards you, and you could finish them off with a melee or something. I think that would be a really cool idea.
Take care of your ship.
You look hurt. Sorry. Might want to head on.
What do you mean?
This is Sidonia. This is the mining colony on Mars.
Look at this place. I can't imagine being cramped down here, choking on the fumes and the
I need
dust.
to come back up
No
here.
trees, no grass. It's depressing.
And again, little pro tip: if you hit your scanner,
This is bullshit.
See these arrows pop up on the floor? So let's say like the, over here, this dot is over here, but I think it's down here, and I'm kind of wandering around. I can't figure out where to go. But bring up my scanner, it's going to show me, oh wait, I need to go back here. So it's kind of like the Fable Golden Trail kind of thing.
Hey, careful around the equipment. Don't want to lose an arm or something.
Yeah, like a lasso. Red Dead RDR2 style, absolutely.
Keep it simple. Can't say I'm a fan of excitement and drama around here.
But maybe more long range than that.
He ain't been around. Went off on patrol. Hasn't been back in since. We're starting to think it might be time. Believe me, I've heard it. After about round 3 or 4 was all he would talk about. And he's got a voice that carries. Look, nothing more I'd love than to help out a fellow Martian. Especially one that's missing. But,
He has a tab, and you don't know if he's coming back.
it's a lot of credits, okay? I let it slide for a long time because he's a regular, but if I'm out all that money, I got problems. What do you say?
Exactly. I'm going to let Sarah take this one.
No, I've done this routine. Let's skip to the part where you admit you're lying about what he owes.
She's such a
Call me
boss.
liar.
I love
I'll
this.
throw both of you out of this bar right now.
Oh, please. 2 strangers arrive from off-world asking for information only you have. You see an opportunity. Everyone always does. Lower the price. Don't think we can't find another way to get what we want.
Fine.
Whew. 1,000 credits is still... I don't have any... Can I persuade them if I don't have the persuasion skill?
Come on. Life on Sidonia ain't hard enough.
Okay, so interesting. I didn't think that it was even an option if you didn't have the persuasion skill. Maybe it just makes it easier. So I have 3 turns, and if you've never done the persuasion before, you have different kind of risks. So green is low risk, means it will most likely work. Yellow is kind of medium risk, means it may or may not work, have a less of a chance, maybe more like a 50-50. There's also a red that gives you more points.
Yeah.
Hey, that worked.
I'll get your point.
But and those are always like more points, but higher risk. And so I don't need much more, and I got 2 chances left. Oh, that didn't work.
Gonna get found.
See, oh no, and I can't do it with 1 point because I need 2 more points.
I want him.
Ooh, it worked.
I do.
Nice.
All right, I give up. Just
And
trying to earn a living
I just get
here.
10 XP from that.
Last time he was here, Moira kept yelling about the Lady of Love, singing songs, all that kind of thing.
Venus? That's only one planet.
Forgot what I got, okay?
Fun.
All right. To go to Venus now. And again, we can... Oh, you know what? Let's come over here to the Trade Authority real quick. It's just right down here. Oh, sorry. Go over here to the Trade Authority.
Hey, welcome to the Sidonia Trade Authority. Yo, hey, what's up? I'm Manaki. Feel free to...
Sorry, Jawaka said tip, if you need 2 points and only have 1 turn left, then use a +1 point. You actually get another chance as long as you don't lose it. Oh, interesting. Okay, didn't realize that. I'm looking to make a trade, yes.
Cool. That's what we do here.
That's what we do, sell. And also, if you don't know, you can also sell directly from your ship inventory. And so anything that you don't need on you, such as resources or like if you have a really nice spacesuit that has like a certain perk that you don't need it right now, but you don't want to get rid of it yet, keep it on your ship, and it's not going to take up mass in your inventory. So let's just see. I don't think I've got a bunch of ship parts. Ship parts, definitely keep those in your ship inventory. They weigh 10 kilograms each. You do not want those on you. Exotic. Hey, in the chat, anyone who does anyone know where to find lubricant? Is this something you have to make in research and like making your resources, or is this something you can buy somewhere, or something you can find on fauna or flora out in the wild? In my main playthrough, I need that to get to some outpost building stuff, and I cannot find out where to find lubricant for the life of me. If you can help, that would be appreciated. It does say it's exotic organic resource. All right. Sell. I don't think I have anything to sell right now for weapons, but I do get rid of that. You said you struggle with that as well, just been buying it? Yeah, it's so weird. They don't, there's a lot in Starfield they do not tell you. On some level, I kind of like that because it kind of forces you to like dig into the game to find stuff, which is its own kind of fun. But whenever you're just trying to like, hey, I just want to build a cool outpost, man. Like, you know, you don't want to take another 20 hours to go find one thing. So I get that part of it too. Okay, I'm going to get rid of this mining pack, and I have a decent boost pack here. And pirate survival is a little less mass, but I like the way the Constellation one looks, so we're going to hold on to that. Helmets. Hold on to my deep mining apparel. 5% chance of research sudden developments. Oh, that's cool. Let's see. I don't need both of these, so get rid of that for now. Okay,
See you around.
So lifted a little bit of weight there.
I wish there was more to do.
And now let's just set course to Venus. Head over there.
We'll get.
Uh-oh.
Hello, what do we have here? See that cluster of ships? Varun Zealots. You ever run into one? Completely devoted to a deity they call the Great Serpent, the devourer of the unbelievers. I'll let you guess what happens if they spot us. No, but I think I see something else that might. There's a UC satellite beacon hovering distressingly close to those Varun ships. If we can get close enough to it, we could download its logs and figure out where our Vanguard was heading to next.
All right.
Exactly. Minimal ship power. Go slow. We grab the data on that satellite and jump away.
Okay. So, let's take this down. I definitely tried to take out those guys on my first playthrough, and it did not end well at all. Because those are 3 level 14 ships, and as we looked earlier, we just do not have the shields or the lasers or the ballistics to survive something like that.
Oh, great serpent, bless this communion that we may walk in Janan Verun's footsteps. That he jumped from the Sol system out into the beyond and touched your magnificence. That he learned the truth of the shrouding, the coming eternal embrace.
Yes, Taco Man. Yeah, like Safety Trousers said, the clothes are all just kind of one outfit. You don't get to put on boots or mask or top or bottom. It's just all kind of all one suit. Some of them do have, and you do wear those underneath your spacesuits. And so if you have like a spacesuit that has one kind of buff on it, and you have just regular clothes, that have other buffs, you can double up on those. You can have your suit, your spacesuit buff, and your clothing buff at the same time. And whenever I've noticed some people having trouble with this. Whenever you get close to a space station or a ship and you want to hail it or target it or try to dock with it, you do have to press in on controller. You have to press on the A button, and on keyboard, just whatever your like select or action button is. Just easing on by here. Just get on here and download these and then make a run for it. Taco Man, I have not seen the opportunity to mine asteroids. I don't think there is any mining from your ship. I think all the mining you do is on the surface with your laser cutter in hand. Let me know, chat, if I am incorrect. You know, it's funny, like when I did my Q&A stream last week before the game launched, I was really nervous because, I mean, this is just such a huge game. I was like, man, people are going to ask me questions and I'm just going to be like, I don't know. I don't know. Luke, have you played this game for 2 weeks? Yeah, I still don't know because it's so huge. You can shoot asteroids to get resources. Okay, cool. I kind of want to try that now. All right, are we getting close enough here? Here we go.
Oh, that's not good. Earth and everything around it was abandoned a long time ago, and the old star yards are crawling with spacers and other scavengers.
So, okay, I think it's just wanting us to go on, to the Star Yard. Oh yeah, this was a...
Their star yard hasn't been running in forever. Keep your weapons ready. Never know who else might be scavenging.
Cool. Hey, Fry. I have not completed the main quest yet. That is one of my top priorities whenever I'm not making content and streaming. So probably my schedule looks like taking the morning to build content and hopefully getting that out by 1 p.m. or so, and then trying to play for a couple of hours and then do streams daily at around 3. So we'll see if that goes. But I have not completed the main quest yet, and I'm afraid that it's going to get spoiled for me. So I want to do that as quickly as possible.
It might not be Jemison, but this ship is starting to feel like home.
Oh man, that's not good.
2
this
steps
guy.
in and we're already looking at a corpse. Okay, it's not Vanguard Moara. Looks like spacers were scavenging around here and someone else came in and said hello.
Squall.
This won't be your last encounter with a spacer crew.
Oh, combat enhancer. Okay. Hey, we may let's go ahead and just put this down on the favorites. And navigator pack, basic boost pack again.
They pillage abandoned facilities and
Let's
shoot
get this
anyone
digipick
who
here.
gets in their way.
One thing I do
They're
like
even
is
less
that anytime
organized
you're
than the
around,
Crimson
like
Fleet. Just
some places that
countless desperate
have
groups scavenging and killing to survive.
sorry. Let's see if I can. Oh, it's too difficult. Yeah, that's right. I haven't upgraded my lock picking at all, so that's okay. Start with that Kraken. Kind of being selective on like what I pick up because I don't want to have to mess with mass the whole time. Frag mine. Let's go ahead and equip our frag mine as well. Or a grenade, rather. brother, 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 brother,